I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, flow Joe, kill more, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Girl, come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl, hopping up about a Pearl 6, Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid, she ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snicker bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm love flow, Joe chasing the check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby, never feeling stressed.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's brought in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Jack 16. Set. Black 20. AB.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Take both of them.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Black 20.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tim Williams in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Set. Black 80. 4 down. Snickers.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now.
On second down, Jackson. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on second down, and that leads to a tough third down call.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time, we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Blue 30.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Gotta go. Double bump. Snickers, 66. Double bump. Middle.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Roethlisberger now, 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Left. Jack 16.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Take 2 of them. Double bump.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They get the tackle, Marcus Gilbert. 2nd-round pick back in 2011 out of Florida. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story. Before the game, we were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut, and I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost, but sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On third down, it's Allen, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Into the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
All right, here we go.
On second down, here's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Hurry up, here we go.
Jackson now on second and 10. Forced out to his left. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and 10 at the 11.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Detroit!
They come out here in the eye. On second down, it's Dixon. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Take both of them. Like I said.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
44. Snickers.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7.
180. Monday. You. 77.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there is a flag. So a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got this one complete to Perriman. Breshad Perriman off to the races. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are in for 6. And that makes it 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Philip Dorsett by himself. The 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. Lambo to add on the extra point. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Ravens. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here we go. Blue landed.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So now they assess a 3rd and long, and that holding call might have knocked him out of field goal range, at least for the moment.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson to Allen on the dump off. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Set. Block 80. 4 down. Double bump. Snickers, you got to spin.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Roethlisberger now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they took your advice from a bit earlier, tried the screen, but that one, it was covered up pretty well.
They did a nice job on it, but I still think it was the right idea. Probably just a block or 2 away from making it work.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
44. Set. Block 80. Let's go.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Ben to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Let's go.
They come out here in the eye. On third and goal, Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's caught out left by Perriman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run. This is Allen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Buck Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Returnable for Dorsett. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their 38. And they'll go ground game here on the tailback. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
First carry for James Conner. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Help out. Ready? White 80. Take 2 of them.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Now, Jack, Patriot.
Now Jackson on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Breshad Perriman, 76 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The receivers have been running them ragged, maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs in the pass rush. Didn't get to him, and look what resulted. A touchdown, tie game. They've got a chance to take the lead.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jack 16. Take 2 of them.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
These two. Squirrel!
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going deep for Brown, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Squirrel! Go! Snickers, you got to spin. Snickers. Left.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. Underneath to Allen. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. And his kick is good. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with it. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
These two. Takes both of them. 8.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The 20. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. Bust through the tackle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes the catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 6 there on first. Big Ben has the knowledge, certainly the weapons to pull this off. We know he's done it many times in the past.
And that transmits itself to the rest of the offensive unit because these guys know that with Big Ben leading them, they got a lot of confidence they can get it done.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Snickers, 66.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Snickers, 66. Monday. 8. Jack 16. 4 down. 5.
They'll look to throw. But it's brought in by Washington. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Baltimore, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.